Melissa, would be the strongest storm in Jamaica's recorded history, directly hit that country.
ABC 15's Caitlin Richards joins us live in studio now after speaking with a North Myrtle Beach resident on the phone who is stranded there with his family. So Caitlin, what are they seeing there right now and how are they possibly preparing?
Well, David Watkins and his family, including his 5-year-old and 3-year-old, left for Jamaica around 2 weeks ago, currently staying in Montego Bay. He tells me Jamaica has always been a special place for their family to go to for years. He says they left for their vacation on October 12th, hoping to return back to Myrtle Beach just yesterday, but now that's not the case. He says everything has been normal there, with even locals saying the storm wasn't going to be that bad until last week when preparations began on certain parts of the island. They've been trying since Wednesday to get the soonest flight out, but all flights were canceled before the airport shut down. Now stranded, this is what he's telling his kids.
They know there's a storm coming, which, we get thunderstorms at home and they like to watch the lightning and all that. Basically all I've told them is, when mommy and daddy tell you to do something, do it, listen, which I believe when the storm's going on, it's going to be so scary that they'll listen to anything.
He tells me they have life jackets, stocked up on water and food, and relocated the mattress to the safest area of the room, taking every safety precaution they can at this point. He says their biggest worry, of course, is to just get through the storm, and then their next worry is how long they'll be stuck there.
Hurricane Melissa is expected to reshape Jamaica, in fact, for years to come.
Tonight, we're checking back in with the family we talked with yesterday. They're from North Myrtle Beach and are right now stranded in Montego Bay. ABC 15's Caitlin Richards joins us live. Caitlin, what did they experience today as this storm made landfall, and how are they doing?
Well, they tell me the wind gusts have been strong, and now they're just waiting for the storm to pass.
So they told us to go to the room at 8 o'clock last night and basically not come out. That they would bring food to the room.
David and Paige Watkins, their 5- and 3-year-old kids, David's parents, and his aunts are stranded at a resort in Montego Bay. They tell me after our interview yesterday, they made final preparations ahead of Hurricane Melissa making landfall.
We went ahead and showered the kids because we didn't know how long we were going to have running water, took showers ourselves, and then we basically turned our room into a fortress as much as we could.
Hurricane Melissa is described as the storm of the century for Jamaica. They've never been hit with a Category 5 hurricane like this, and it's expected to create a humanitarian disaster. The Watkins described the situation at their resort.
Security's walking the hallways constantly. I step outside the door, never past the door jam a couple times this morning while it wasn't so bad. And security and other maintenance guys are out walking around sort of picking up stuff as it falls when it was less before we started getting these stronger gusts.
We have a nurse on property, a certified nurse practitioner, and we also have the front desk people and management. So there is someone that can be reached at all times in case of emergency.
As Melissa made landfall at 1 p.m. today, the Watkins shared this message as they're holding on to hope that they'll make it back home to North Myrtle Beach.
We love you very much, and we thank you for all the prayers, because we know that God will protect us and our children and our family, and He will get us through it, and we will be home.
Captain Chad Walton with the Carolina Emergency Response Team reached out to us after seeing our story air last night, wanting the contact information for the Watkins family as their team is heading to Jamaica in the coming days. He tells me they're going to try to help get the family a ride out if possible. The Watkins family tells me they were in contact with that pilot, who's truly a blessing from God. In studio, Caitlin Richards, ABC 15 News.
All right, Caitlin, thank you. And Hurricane Melissa has already killed 3 people in Jamaica, 3 in Haiti, and 1 in the Dominican Republic. A family from North Myrtle Beach, who we are continuing to hear from, who's stranded at a resort in Montego Bay. ABC 15's Caitlin Richards joins us now after speaking with them. So, Caitlin, how are they doing right now?
Well, Connor, I spoke with David Watkins this morning right before signal went out there. He tells me they were lucky during the storm, as it could have been so much worse.
It's scary when results were like anything you've ever seen, but we had our plan in place, kept the kids inside.
Hurricane Melissa made landfall Tuesday afternoon with winds tearing through the island. David Watkins shared these videos of the storm, shot before taking shelter with his wife and their 3- and 5-year-old kids.
After the storm passed, they were worried about the backside of the storm with possible flooding from either the ocean or from landslides up above us. While Paige and the kids slept, I stayed up most of the night making sure that that wasn't going to be an issue, and then woke up this morning to daylight and got a good sight on how much damage was done around us.
This is only a small glimpse of the damage. Watkins tells me trees and power lines are down everywhere at the resort. Now they're focusing on how they can make it home to North Myrtle Beach. Watkins says they've been told Kingston Airport should be open Thursday, but they're not sure of the extent of the damage to Montego Bay.
If that is, Montego Bay is down for an extended period of time, that's this whole side of the island. I don't see how we're going to get to Kingston. The storm went right through between where we're this side of the island and that side.
He's been in contact with a pilot for the Carolina Emergency Response Team who's planning to try to get his family out as quickly as possible.
Our first priority right now is get the kids and my wife out, and then my father and my aunt out. My aunt has MS, and my father has medication that's worth, but we're already running into the extra week.
Correct.
So that will be priority number one if I have to stay.
And before his cell service went out, he says God got them through the worst part of the hurricane, and now they're trusting him with the next part of their journey to get home. In studio, Caitlin Richards, ABC 15 News.
Yeah, Caitlin, thank you. Those staying at the resort and the staff there are assessing damage and helping however they can for as long as it takes to recover.